Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Ready, Set, Connect. My name is Samantha Turner, and I'm the Workforce Development Coordinator for the Midlands Education and Business Alliance. Today's webinar, High School Exit Plans, is for high school seniors scheduled to graduate in just a few short months, but maybe don't have plans for after college and plans afterwards for a college and career. Don't worry. As you're about to learn, it is not too late to make plans. Today, it is with great pleasure that I introduce you to our guest speaker, Shatima Stevens. Ms. Stevens has been with Midlands Technical College since 2012, and she works in the admissions and recruiting office, and she's here to talk to you today about planning for that next step after high school. Would you like to say good morning?
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here.
In an effort to improve the quality of Eagle webinars, I'm going to minimize the video camera during the presentation, and we will return for questions at the end. In the meantime, if you do have questions, please submit those using the chat box on your control panel, and we will do our best to answer those before we log off for today. If we don't get the chance to answer those questions, please submit them and we'll answer them, respond to you through email and follow up in that respect. Also, I would like to ask that you stay muted during the presentation. If you have questions, again, please feel free to use the chat box at the bottom of the control panel. And with that, I think we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. Okay, Ms. Stevens, many of our high school seniors are concerned that graduation is quickly approaching, and for one reason or another, they are uncertain about their plans after high school. Tell me, is it too late for these students to make plans for college and career?
You know, it's never too late to begin planning for your career or for choosing a college. I think the most important part is that you start as soon as possible. There are a lot of factors that go into choosing a career path, so anyone deciding on a career should also understand that their education plan is just as important, since it's a necessity for most well-paying jobs. So the sooner you start, the better.
All right. We continue to hear a lot about the hot jobs of the future: healthcare, information technology, manufacturing, and STEM careers. These careers seem to be in high demand and make up more than half of the workforce here in South Carolina. And from what I understand, they don't require more than a 2-year degree. Can you tell us more about these careers and the earning potential associated with these careers and what the opportunities are at Midlands Technical College?
Absolutely. Hot jobs are those careers, like you mentioned, whether it's in healthcare, information technology, advanced manufacturing and science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. That can be, for example, advanced manufacturing would be a career at Westinghouse or Michelin. A health science career would be anything as in Palmetto Health, if you work at Lexington Medical. And these are all careers that, if you look on the PowerPoint here, you'll notice that these are careers that have a 2-year degree or less. And if you look at the salary range, these hot jobs, after receiving the education training, your range is actually the most rewarding. Another great thing is, like I mentioned, all of these careers listed here are careers with a 2-year degree or less education background. So if you decide to become a pharmacy technician, you can see the range. The salary range is from $22,000 to $40,000. If you decide to stay in the health science field, maybe you are good in computers and information technology, maybe another career option for you. We have a lot of companies throughout the Midlands, such as Colonial Life, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and a host of other different companies that are willing to hire you. And the salary range, as we see, for just being a programmer, that's $40,000 to $70,000 a year. That doesn't mean a 4-year degree. That's just with a 2-year degree or less.
Right. And here on our next slide, we focus on a clusters that you just mentioned, those career paths and advanced manufacturing, and then again those STEM careers you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like welders have a salary range between $40,000 and $100,000. I know that's one of those quick job training programs here at Midlands Technical College. Nuclear operator, I know they're looking to hire SCANAs, looking to hire people out in Jenkinsville at the nuclear power plant. Advanced manufacturing, we're looking here, chemical operators make $35,000 to $60,000. And it's a great opportunity to have Midlands Tech right here in our backyard for these students.
Absolutely.
Some students might not be ready to attend a four-year degree, a four-year college or university, or they're just not interested. What opportunities are available for students not interested in a four-year college?
You know, Samantha, I meet with juniors and seniors all of the time, and a lot of them have mentioned that they're not ready to start at a large four-year college or university. And what I encourage students to do is to consider Midlands Technical College as maybe their first choice. Because here at Midlands Tech, we have 6 campuses and more than 120 programs where we offer many opportunities for students who are not ready to attend a four-year college. So what we offer here are 2-year degree programs, which we identify as associate degrees, that they can take and go right into the workforce after completing their training. Whether they're interested in a career in business or accounting, maybe they may be interested. We have 2-year degree programs in education. We have engineering as another option. They can get their 2-year degree in architect or civil engineering, mechanical engineering. We have a huge array of health science associate degree programs, whether it's nursing or dental. Physical therapy is another popular career. We have respiratory, radiology. There's so many careers available. If you're not ready to start a 4-year college or university, you can choose even information system technology. Working with computers, IT is another high demand career that you can start at Midlands Technical College. And then, of course, we have law and law enforcement. This is a 2-year degree program that we have here at MTC that students can choose from before they start at maybe a 4-year college or university.
Great, thank you. Lots of options for associate degrees. Some students are not interested in pursuing a college degree. From listening to students in our high schools today, what options do they have?
Well, the great thing is that nearly 70% of tomorrow's careers require education beyond high school, but less than a 4-year degree. So here at Midlands Technical College, we offer a 2-year degree or less. That can range from maybe just a diploma or certificate. And the certificate programs can start from a year or 6 months. Whether you're interested in starting your own career, you can do entrepreneurship. We have education training. For just certification, you can get certified certifications here at MTC. Architecture, building construction. We have this great automotive program, which is just your certificate that can enable you to go into the workforce already trained and skilled. Welding, web design, these are all certificate programs here at MTC that are less than 2 years. Then our diploma programs are those programs that can range from 6 months or less. And these careers are in health science, industrial technology, and health science. Whether you want to do pharmacy or surgical technology, these are all diploma programs. Industrial technology is another popular program that we have here at MTC. One of the things that we notice in the workforce is that a lot of the employers are looking for skilled employees, meaning that they look for someone to be trained not only in the knowledge that you learn in the textbook, but they want to make sure that you have the skills to be employable. And here at MTC, you can get that certificate or diploma and be work ready.
Great. And I just want to clarify, make sure I understand that I heard you correctly, but you said the diploma programs at Midlands Technical College, they can take a student less than 6 months to complete?
Some of these programs are 12 months to 6 months. It just depends on how many courses you take per semester.
Okay. Wow. There's a lot of opportunities here and a lot of different options. how to get involved in activities that you would typically find at a four-year degree. I hear students talk at different times that they want to attend college, but they're not quite ready for the four-year programs. And what programs here at Midlands Tech can make them feel like they're part of a four-year program and that they're involved in their learning environment?
Well, I will definitely say I would start with, if you're interested in going to a four-year college or university and you don't want to start immediately, we do have what's called our transfer program. You can start at Midland Technical College in our Associate in Arts or Associate in Science transfer program. That's our only college transfer that you would start with. And then what happens in that program is you would take all of your general education courses. So your English, your math, your biology, all of the required courses that you need for any four-year college or university, and then transfer to any schools of your choice, as long as you maintain a C or better in these 101 level courses. The other thing that we offer here at Midland Technical College is our bridge program. We have a partnership with 7 different colleges throughout South Carolina. One of our popular ones is the University of South Carolina, where with Midland Technical College and University of South Carolina, we've established the bridge program to provide a streamlined transfer process. So students who are attending Midland Technical College can go to USC through their bridge program, and they're open to the services at USC. This includes, if they're interested in going to the Columbia campus, of course. In other words, they are eligible to participate in USC's ROTC programs, become full members of the USC Marching Band, the Color Guard, and the Carolina Coquettes. So students who are interested in starting at Midland Tech and then transferring, I would recommend them enrolling in our bridge program. And those colleges are Lander, Benedict Allen, Columbia College, College of Charleston, Newberry, and Lander. Those are the 7 schools we've established a bridge program with. And on the screen, you also notice that it says Gamecock Gateway Program. This is another popular but very competitive program. Our Midland Technical College students actually enroll in this program and live on the University of South Carolina campus. They can be involved in all of the extracurricular activities as they would a USC student. And this is an opportunity for our Midland Technical College students.
And so with the Gamecock Gateway program, they actually live on the campus of the University of South Carolina.
Yes.
Are they also enrolled in classes at USC?
They will be taking classes at Midland Technical College, but living on the campus.
Okay. With the idea that they'll transfer to classes at USC.
Absolutely.
Again, amazing to see all the different options that our students have today. And so students who haven't made plans for the fall, they can still enroll in programs like the Gateway program. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. And this is a very, very competitive program. So if you are interested in the Gamecock Gateway program, I definitely would recommend that you fill out the required application and follow through with the steps needed for Gamecock Gateway, because it's very competitive throughout the Midlands area. Students are all trying to get involved in this Gamecock Gateway.
Great. Thank you. Absolutely. Very interesting. So what steps do our students today need to take to enter these programs at Midlands Technical College?
The first step that anyone would take is completing a college application. They would want to go to our website, www.midlandstech.edu/apply, and just complete an application there online. The next step they would need to do is submit their official high school transcript. This high school transcript is the final transcript after your grades have been submitted before graduation. You can mail it to us. Just make sure it's an official transcript. And then we have what's called our placement test. This test is our compass test. You can take it at either one of our campuses. This determines what college level classes you can take. This test is actually required. You can still submit your ACT and SAT scores. However, the compass test is required in order for us to determine what college classes to place you in. And then the last step is definitely completing that financial aid application, your FAFSA. This is a free application that's found online that the students can complete with their parents. This is a great option because students who at least maintain a 3.0 GPA, they're also eligible for that Life Scholarship, which covers up to $5,000 for tuition. Now here at Midland, it's about $39,000 to attend. So if you get the Life Scholarship, you are covering more than your tuition cost. So I definitely recommend you following these 4 steps. But if you don't remember the steps that were mentioned, you can click here at the bottom and find the full list of the enrollment steps.
Thank you, Ms. Stevens. About the SAT scores, if the students have not taken their SAT, do they still have the opportunity to apply to Midlands Technical College?
They can still complete the application, but I would recommend that anyone interested in starting a health science career or anything related to health science, they need to complete their SAT or ACT as soon as possible.
Okay, great. Excuse me. How can students pay for college? This is often a big concern for students and their parents. When it comes to affording college, they have concerns about how they will pay for it. What opportunities do these parents and students have to pay for college?
Well, one of the great things that we can keep in mind at Midland Technical College is affordability is at the top of our mind. Over 90% of Midland Technical College students receive financial aid and or scholarships. In addition, most of our students are eligible for South Carolina lottery tuition assistance that can cover approximately half of the cost of tuition. Students don't necessarily have to demonstrate financial need to qualify for the special state funding. However, there are need-based aid and scholarships available through our Midland Technical College Student Financial Services, as well as Midland Technical College Foundation scholarships. There's a whole list of scholarships available on our Midland Technical College website. I also mentioned the Life Scholarship if you had that 3.0 GPA when you graduate, and as long as you are taking up to 15 credit hours per semester, you're eligible to receive that $5,000 Life Scholarship.
Now that Life Scholarship, is that first come, first served?
Yes, once you completed that financial aid, once you've submitted your information to Midland Technical College, you've completed the steps, applied, we will note, our financial services will contact you, letting you know that you've been eligible for that Life Scholarship. There's a few steps that you would take through financial services, but it is within it is required for you to follow back with our financial services because it is a first come, first served basis. If you don't respond back, and if you don't have a minimum of 15 credit hours, you will not be eligible for the Life Scholarship.
Okay. And in regards to the foundation scholarships, I have had the opportunity to look at some of your scholarships, and I noticed they're very specific, some of them, to the programs. For example, construction, I saw one, maybe like a framing certificate, and their scholarship money available for somebody interested in that aspect of construction. So I would encourage our students to really go to the website for Midlands Technical College. There could be some scholarship money available as well in a certain area of an area that you would like to study. We never want to forget about all of our options here. And Ms. Stevens, I always see that slogan here at Midlands Technical College that our students can get anywhere from here. What does Midlands Technical College mean by this statement?
We really take our statement, you can get anywhere from here, very serious. We find that we've had so many success stories of students who started at Midland Technical College and transferred to NYU, Harvard. We have a recent student who went to Harvard, graduated from Harvard, from starting at Midland Technical College.
Wow.
So it literally means you can start here, but you can get anywhere from Midland Technical College, whether you stay in state or you go out of state. We have a ton of success stories. You can even look at them on our website where you see that there are students who have started at Midlands Tech and have transferred and gone on to other schools and completed their four-year college or university, and even careers. We've had students who started at Midlands Tech with just a 2-year degree or diploma, and then they're actually making great money in a lot of these companies. So yes, you can get anywhere from here.
Okay. And I know we talked a little bit about the transfer programs and the bridge programs. What are stackable credentials?
Stackable credentials are those that students can actually come to Midland Technical College, and whether they decide to just have, if they want to stay in the health science cluster, for example, they can stack their, they can get certificates, whether they want to do our quick jobs like phlebotomy certificate, or if they wanted to stay in our health science career and just get a diploma in expanded to dental and maybe just a certificate in medical assisting. You can stack your career, you can stack your credentials by choosing multiple certificates. It's available for all of our students and parents.
So, for example, if a student received a certification in phlebotomy, they could actually work and get them into the workforce while they maybe continue their education and work maybe towards getting into the nursing program at Midland's Technical College.
That is correct.
Okay, and okay, I have seen, I've learned a little bit about those programs over the past year. We had a chat question statement come through, and that it's difficult to hear us. Is it coming through a little bit better? Okay. So what you have really outlined for us here is that Midland's Technical College is really invested in developing continued learning opportunities for the Midlands and our future workforce here in South Carolina. So we do have some time for questions. Would anyone like to submit some questions through the chat box, and we can address those? Again, do we have any questions for Ms. Stevens today? While we have here at our disposal, we have a great resource here for us and our students today. If you'd like more information or would like to talk directly with Ms. Stevens, I have her contact information here on the screen for you and her phone number. She's interested in talking with you, and please feel free to give her a call or email her about any questions or concerns that your students or parents might have. Again, I heard a lot of urgency to go ahead and start the process now if you're interested in making some plans to attend Midland Technical College or look at some certifications that would get you into the workforce quickly. Ms. Stevens did express some urgency to go ahead and start the process sooner rather than later. So I would just like to say, Ms. Stevens, thank you for being our guest speaker this morning and sharing this great information with our high school seniors.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for participating in today's webinar, High School Exit Plan. Please join us on the third Thursday of April, April 16th at 9 o'clock a.m. for our next webinar. This webinar will discuss those hot jobs of the future we discussed earlier in this presentation and the career development process specifically for our high school students. It'll maybe give them some guidance on determining what they want to do when they grow up. So thank you again for joining us here on Ready, Set, Connect, and we look forward to connecting with you in April. Thanks and have a great day.